Dr. Eli Karam joins us here in the studio again. Good to see you there, Dr. Eli.
Good to see you, Terry.
Falling into fall, my brother.
Back to school.
Marriage and family therapist for U of L's Kent School of Social Work. And are you still the president-elect?
Yeah, it's a 2-year term, so we got a couple more months on that before I take over the presidency.
Presidency for this would be all the family, marriage and family therapists in the Commonwealth?
Statewide, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure that goes with that.
Yeah, over 400, and again, marriage and family therapists seeing more than just couples and families. It's a relational way of looking at people and their problems. So they see almost just as many individuals about their relationships and their context as they do couples and families.
Yeah, there's been some recent polling coming out talking about some women who would rather be skinny than spend more time with their kids. I mean, kind of these odd kinds of things. Are we living in a world that's considered more selfish, or moms being able to carve out more time for themselves that they weren't allowed to get in previous generations?
Yeah, hey, I'm all for balance. And in your life, if you're overdoing it in one area, you're not going to be balanced, not going to be good for you, your relationship. So we talk about self-care for people. So if you're a mom out there and you're doing a good job of spending time with your kids, if you neglect yourself, you're not doing very well. So self-care, as long as it's done in balance, is good. Same thing for the couple. You wouldn't want all your time focused on the couple. When all your happiness rises and falls with one person, it's not that good. So you got some hobbies out there, working out.
How do you keep the ledger, though, in a couple, in a relationship, a man and a woman that are together, or whatever couple, however it's formed? How do you keep the balance so that somebody says, I need some me time, and their partner says, there's 168 hours in a week, and 128 of them have been me time for you?
Yeah, it is the balance between me time and we time, as we say, and that is negotiation for every couple, and I think it depends what's going on, but it's like a both and. You got to have both, and your partner needs to know why it's important. If you just say, I'm taking some time for myself, and you don't give any context or explanation, of course that partner's going to worry, but we find, if you're in tune with your partner, you're giving them that feedback, they're going to understand. And by and large, if you're in a healthy relationship, they're going to want you to have that time, because when you come back rested and fresh, that's going to enhance the relationship, not just the couple, but the co-parenting relationship, which is that's important too. It's tough to parent kids at these dog days of summer right before school starts.
People change as they move down the pathway of life, though, and someone who feels like they may have been repressed or overworked.
Sure.
Too much mommy work they had to do for so many years, and now they feel like, all right, my last kid is starting high school. I'm free now.
Right.
I can start a life.
Yeah.
And so how do you make that adjustment with the sedentary person that thinks it's always going to be like this? And it's not.
Right. And I think that's a good sign when your child launches. I mean, that gives you space to kind of reinvest in different things. And even when your kid transitions to a different, even going from elementary school to middle school, the child is less dependent on the parent. And if you are, in this case, the mom, and you have other ambitions, that's great. And I think, again, the skill is communicating that to your partner, what you're going to need, and how that you taking care of yourself enhances the relationship, because some partners get scared if they hear their spouse is going to take more time for themselves, or they're going to start working out or hanging out with this crowd. It's a threat. But if it's seen as an enhancement to the relationship, and you keep your partner in the loop, chances are they're going to be able to support that.
Your kids